Well, hey dudes. Um, I don't know who I'm really making this for. I don't know who I've ever really been making these little paragliding videos for, except for me to enjoy rewatching my flights again. Um, anyways, I made my last paragliding video. I'm definitely retiring. I will be selling my gear after this crash. I still believe it to be one of the safest sports that you could do. Honestly, I think that I've just had, uh, whether because of my own bad decision making or situations I put myself in or whatever, I've had a few like one in a million events happen, and I can't justify going flying again to my loved ones after this crash. This one put me in a coma, uh, and kind of woke up with a bunch of loved ones from across the country here to see me, and everybody was very scared. Uh, yeah, I can't, in good conscience, do that to those people again. Um, but damn, am I gonna miss it? I love paragliding. Um, anyways, this was a great flying day at Blossom. It was a reasonable time of the evening when, you know, thermals weren't kicking. The air wasn't violent at all. Went out on a nice glide kind of far towards the lake. Came back, and I was flying behind Thumper, which is something you don't do. That's the house thermal trigger. It can be violent. In fact, every time I fly behind there, I think about one of the best pilots we have in San Diego broke his back right there. And if he's getting hurt there, then I have no business being anywhere near there. But it is a spot that we all end up going to quite a bit. It's kind of where you go to get up. And at this time of night, it should have been pretty safe as well. In fact, you can see right before I crash, my good friend Ray flies even lower behind Thumper, and I yell woo at him because paragliding's still fun in that moment. Um, so I don't know what happened. My You'll see in the video, my you can see the shadow of my wing, and it still looks intact. It doesn't even look deformed. Ray said that it looked like one side had gone away, which would make sense since I spun to the right. But I tried briefly to recover it and then realized that I was too low and I was spinning towards the hill. So then I started working on throwing my reserve. Uh, it looked like I was going to hit, so I abandoned that again and just kind of braced for impact. And then I swung away from the hill again, made another really weak attempt. Do SIV, I guess, is one lesson from this. Obviously, one that I should have already known, but you'll see the one attempt that I actually do get my reserve out is a weak ass throw. There was no chance that that reserve was gonna inflate. Uh, Another thing that I definitely could have done differently, in my opinion, is I completely gave up recovering the glider after that first attempted throw, and I do almost wonder if I could have caught one of those dives when I was facing away from the hill and sorted something out a little bit better, or at least had a better chance at a throw, instead of just letting the glider spiral me down a little bit like it did. Um, could not have hit the side of the hill harder. I mean, like I was in the worst phase of the pendulum in, and of course that's right where there's a damn boulder. Of course that's where there's going to be a boulder. Um, but yeah, got rescued off the side of the mountain by the helicopter. Had some really, really great help from people to stabilize so I didn't slide down the mountain further, and we had to wait for a long time for rescue, and I unfortunately didn't black out or go into shock. So I was just, just wide awake waiting for rescue, and then we had to sort out uh, getting the glider off of me and the reserve parachute off of me, which were kind of holding me from sliding down the hill, but at the same time they would reinflate if the helicopter, if they got caught in the rotor wash from the helicopter. Um, yeah, helicoptered out of there, ambulance ride, and then blacked out into a coma for 5 days or something, and now I've been in the hospital, been through 3 surgeries. It's Thursday, August 8th today, so it's a week and 2 days since the accident. I still have at least 3 more surgeries at the very least. I'm going to be in a wheelchair for a while, but I'm going to keep all my limbs. There was at least a tiny chance that wasn't going to happen. It's weird to replace some of the organic material that I'm missing, because it was just a big old open disgusting thing. You're not going to see any of that in the video, by the way. You don't see any of the break. You'll just see the crash. It's not as graphic as you might think. But they replaced some of that organic material with cod. I kid you not, with fish. There's I'm part fish now. They actually packed it with fish. It's freaking weird. Okay, that's about all that I have to say about it. Please feel free to criticize my flying. I know that's what we do in paragliding. Feel free to comment what an idiot I am, and how the dumbest pilot in the world would know better than to be where I was, or look at his hand pressure on that. Whatever. Let me have it. I don't care. I'm not a paraglider pilot anymore. But I sure do love you guys. I sure do love the community. And someday now I'm getting a little teary. I'm sure someday I will, when I have the disposable income to just buy some brand new gear, I'll probably go running off Torrey Pines again or do some safe night flights. But no more flying on cheap used gear. No more mountain flying for me. No flying period for a long time. Really, really love you guys in the community, and I'd say I'll miss you, but I'm keeping you all in my life. So I'll see you soon. Enjoy this tasty, tasty crash footage.